Welcome to Dewi Recoin G to explore some of the most valuable and sought after coins in the market. The 5-cent Monticello Jefferson nickel real coins, specifically the rare 1-cent and silver coins in different color shade that have become major players in the coin collecting world. These rare treasures are not just pieces of history but also some of the most valuable coins the collectors are hunting today. So if you're a coins enthusiast or someone who appreciates beauty and significance, America currency, this video is for you. Let's get started. First up, the story of the 2010 Jefferson nickel is one of mystery, fascination, and endless curiosity among collectors. On the surface, it seems like just another 5-cent coin struck by the Denver Mint, a simple piece of modern currency used for coffee machines and parking meters. But to those who understand the deep world of numismatics, even an ordinary coin can hold extraordinary secrets. Sometimes it's not just the face value that matters. It's the story behind the metal, the errors within the minting, and the rarity that can turn a humble nickel into a treasure worth millions. In 2010, the United States Mint produced hundreds of millions of Jefferson nickels. Most were perfectly ordinary, gleaming copper-nickel pieces that passed through countless hands. But a small number of these coins are rumored to have left the mint with mysterious traits: unusual coloration, double strikes, die cracks, or off-metal compositions. These subtle mistakes can transform a common coin into a once-in-a-lifetime find. Some collectors whisper that a handful of 2010 nickels were accidentally struck on experimental copper planchets, giving them a reddish tone instead of the usual silvery gray. If true, those coins would be among the rarest modern errors in U.S. mint history. Imagine holding in your palm a coin that looks slightly different. Perhaps its color seems warmer, or the surface glows faintly like aged copper. That's when excitement strikes. Every collector dreams of such a discovery, for it signals a possible minting anomaly. The 2010 Jefferson nickel, with its smooth copper side, might just be one of these elusive legends. If authenticated, a single such piece could ignite a bidding war among collectors and investors eager to own what others can only dream of possessing. The D mint mark under Jefferson's portrait tells us it was struck at the Denver Mint, known for its precision and volume. Yet no mint is immune to human error or mechanical mishap. Every so often, dies are misaligned, metals are mixed, or blanks are mismatched. When that happens, a few coins escape with features that were never meant to exist. These error coins are the miracles of numismatics, tiny accidents that rewrite the value of ordinary money. The 2010 nickel, in good condition and with a copper hue, fits perfectly into this mythical narrative. Collectors often say that coins are time travelers. They carry within them not just metal but stories of craftsmanship, economy, and fate. The 2010 nickel stands at the crossroads of modern minting technology and the timeless human desire to find treasure in plain sight. It reminds us that even in a world of machines and precision, chance still plays a role. And when chance creates beauty or mystery, its value becomes immeasurable. There have been coins before that rose from obscurity to fame. The 1943 copper penny, the 1955 double-die Lincoln cent, the 1937 three-legged buffalo nickel. All of these began as mistakes, unnoticed by the mint, until one day a sharp-eyed collector realized their worth. Each became a legend, commanding prices in the hundreds of thousands or even millions. The 2010 copper-tone nickel may well be the next in this illustrious lineage, its story still unfolding in the hands of the few who recognize its potential. If your 2010 nickel shows a distinct copper sheen rather than the usual silver luster, it's worth examining closely. Under magnification, look for unusual textures, faint doubling in the lettering, or a weight slightly different from a regular nickel. Such details might indicate a rare minting error or unique composition. The copper coloration, especially if not caused by environmental exposure, could hint at a wrong planchet or alloy mix, the kind of minting fluke that can send shockwaves through the coin market. Now, imagine the moment the truth is revealed, when experts verify that your coin is indeed struck on an experimental copper planchet, one of perhaps only a few in existence. The headlines would ripple across the collecting world, and auctions would clamor to feature it. What was once a 5-cent piece could now be valued in the hundreds of thousands, even millions, depending on its condition and provenance. Overnight, you wouldn't just be a collector. You'd be the owner of a historic minting marvel. Such stories remind us why numismatics isn't merely a hobby but a hunt for hidden history. Every coin has a voice, and the 2010 nickel whispers of accidents, experiments, and discoveries yet to come. The copper side you mention, if genuine and untouched, could represent a mint mystery still unsolved. It's a reminder that treasures don't always sparkle with gold. Sometimes, they gleam softly in the glow of copper and nickel. In today's market, where rare coins fetch unimaginable sums, authenticity and uniqueness are everything. A coin like this, if verified as an error or experimental strike, could indeed transform a life. It's not hyperbole to say that certain coins have changed fortunes overnight. The combination of rarity, condition, and public fascination can drive prices to surreal heights. Collectors crave not only metal but meaning, and a 2010 nickel with copper traits holds both in abundance. The real power of this coin lies not only in its potential value but in the dream it inspires. It tells us that even in an age of mass production, miracles still happen, sometimes in the minting press, sometimes in the human heart. Every time someone looks at their change and wonders, could this be the one? The spirit of discovery is reborn. The 2010 nickel, rare and radiant, keeps that spirit alive. So if you hold such a coin, guard it well. Do not rush to sell it cheaply or dismiss it as ordinary. Have it examined by experts, studied under careful light, and perhaps one day displayed in the halls of great numismatic collections. Whether it's worth millions or simply priceless in story, it represents a spark of mystery in the everyday world. The 2010 copper-toned 5-cent piece may yet prove that even the smallest coin can carry the weight of destiny, and the promise of unimaginable fortune. The next up top 2, imagine holding in your hand a small 5-cent coin that looks ordinary. A simple 2017 nickel from the United States of America. At first glance, it may seem like any other coin you get in change every day. But hidden within its copper-nickel shine lies a secret so powerful that it could change your life forever. Yes, some rare varieties of the 2017 Jefferson Nickel have turned out to be among the most valuable and mysterious coins ever discovered in modern U.S. minting history. This is not just a story of metal, it's a story of luck, history, and the incredible fortune that can hide in plain sight. The 2017 nickel, minted at the Denver Mint, was produced in massive numbers. Hundreds of millions were struck. But as every coin collector knows, rarity does not always come from age. It comes from errors, misstrikes, and unique features that slip through the minting process unnoticed. In a sea of coins that look the same, a few pieces are born with slight imperfections. A double die, a misplaced mint mark, or a dramatic off-center strike that make them one in a billion. These rare flaws have made certain 2017 nickels worth unimaginable amounts in collector markets today. What makes some 2017 nickels so valuable is the mystery behind their composition and strike. While most are made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, there are reports and verified cases of coins struck on experimental or transitional planchets, blank metal discs used during production. These planchets may contain traces of copper, bronze, or even leftover materials from other coin types. When such a coin appears in circulation, it becomes an instant treasure. Collectors and grading agencies rush to authenticate it, often valuing it in the tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on its uniqueness. The mint mark stands proudly under Jefferson's portrait, showing that it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the most active and precise mints in America. But even perfectionists make mistakes, and sometimes those mistakes are priceless. A few 2017 nickels have been found with a doubled mint mark or a slightly misplaced one, creating a visual error that collectors crave. These details, invisible to the casual eye, can multiply a coin's value dramatically. A coin bought for 5 cents might sell for $5,000 or more simply because of such a tiny imperfection. Now imagine one of these rare 2017 nickels sitting in your old wallet or coin jar. That simple piece of change could hold the key to your financial freedom. Many collectors have shared stories of finding such coins in circulation, coins that later sold for staggering amounts at private auctions. The idea that something so common could be worth millions ignites the imagination of treasure hunters and history lovers alike. It reminds us that the minting process, though modern and precise, still carries the human element, and sometimes that's where magic happens. The obverse of the 2017 nickel features the noble face of Thomas Jefferson, America's third president, a man of intellect and independence. His image has graced the 5-cent coin since 1938, making the nickel not just money, but a symbol of endurance and legacy. The reverse side, showing Jefferson's grand estate, Monticello, carries the spirit of American history, a connection between the past and the present. Each time you hold a nickel, you're touching a piece of that story, a tiny medal of the nation's journey through time. But the 2017 D nickel stands apart because of the energy surrounding modern minting. It belongs to the post-2010 era when technology advanced and error rates dropped drastically. That's what makes any mistake from this period even more valuable. They're incredibly rare. When collectors see a modern coin with a striking error, they know they're witnessing something exceptional. These coins aren't just collectibles. They're anomalies, rare survivors of an age of near perfection. The color of copper shining softly through the nickel surface on some 2017 D coins adds another layer of fascination. In some cases, this happens due to planchet flaws or exposure of the underlying metal, a natural result of production pressure. When this occurs evenly and distinctly, the coin displays a warm tone that makes it look almost like a copper coin. Such pieces are highly desired because they visually stand out from typical silvery nickels, turning them into eye-catching conversation pieces and often extremely valuable finds. Collectors and experts say that condition plays a huge role in determining value. A 2017 D nickel in mint or uncirculated condition, with sharp details, full luster and no scratches, is like a diamond compared to an ordinary stone. Those who've preserved their coins carefully since 2017 may unknowingly be holding a fortune. When such coins are submitted to grading agencies like PCGS or NGC, they receive special designations like MS 68 or MS 69, and those grades can transform a 5-cent coin into a $10,000 collectible. The market for U.S. coins has grown explosively in recent years. Collectors worldwide compete for coins that have both rarity and historical charm. The 2017 D nickel, especially those with visible mint errors or unusual copper tones, has become a modern favorite. Stories circulate about coins auctioned for 6 or even 7 figures, because to the right buyer, a perfect or rare nickel is more than money. It's a masterpiece of metal and time. It's proof that even in today's digital world, physical treasures still exist. If you ever come across a 2017 D nickel, take a moment to look closer. Examine the mint mark, Jefferson's face, the edges, and the shine. You might be looking at something extraordinary. Coins like these remind us that value isn't always measured by size or appearance. Sometimes it's hidden in the smallest of details, the kind that only the patient and observant can see. And those who do, they're the ones who turn ordinary change into golden opportunity. In the end, the 2017 D nickel is more than just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of possibility. It represents how history, craftsmanship, and luck can align to create something truly priceless. So before you spend your next 5-cent coin, think twice. That humble nickel might hold the power to change your fortune overnight. Keep your eyes open, your mind curious, and your spirit adventurous, because treasure doesn't always come in chests. Sometimes it jingles quietly in your pocket, waiting for the right moment to reveal its magic. The next up top 3, there are coins that shine, and then there are coins that change destinies. The 2013 D Jefferson nickel, minted in Denver, is one of those coins whispered about among collectors, dreamers, and believers. At first glance, it looks like any other 5-cent piece. A familiar face of Thomas Jefferson on the front and Monticello on the back. But beneath that simple copper-nickel surface lies a story of mystery, luck, and unimaginable value that has captured the hearts of coin lovers across the world. The 2013 D nickel may seem modern, but every coin has a heartbeat, a story pressed into metal by the hands of history. Produced by the United States Mint in Denver, the D mint mark represents not just a location, but a legacy of precision and pride. Some versions of this nickel are rumored to carry rare minting errors, subtle differences that make them treasures hidden in plain sight. For those lucky enough to hold such a coin, it could mean a fortune waiting to be discovered. What makes certain 2013 D nickels so special isn't just their metal composition, but their uniqueness. A small batch of coins from that year reportedly left the mint with unusual strikes, double images, misaligned lettering, or even slight variations in the copper tone. These imperfections, invisible to the casual eye, are what collectors crave. They transform ordinary currency into extraordinary art, giving one simple coin the power to be worth thousands, or even millions, under the right spotlight. Imagine finding one of these coins in your change, a piece of history resting quietly in your palm. Most people would spend it without a second thought, but a trained eye would see something far greater. That nickel could hold the energy of a miracle, a once-in-a-lifetime chance to change everything. Because in the unpredictable world of coin collecting, it's not just metal and mint marks, it's mystery, luck, and timing that create legends. The copper side of the 2013 D nickel gleams with a reddish glow, a tone that collectors adore. Some believe this variation in color comes from a rare chemical interaction during minting or years of preservation in untouched conditions. To a collector, that glowing surface is like gold dust, proof of authenticity, purity, and beauty. The better the condition, the higher the value, and a flawless 2013 D nickel can command unimaginable prices in elite auctions. There are stories whispered in coin circles of individuals who stumbled upon a 2013 D nickel and walked into fortune. Whether it was a forgotten coin jar or a family heirloom, their discovery turned ordinary moments into extraordinary miracles. Some even say that the rarest versions of this nickel could sell for millions, especially those with visible minting flaws or perfectly preserved copper sheen, the kind of coins that make headlines and rewrite destinies. The true power of the 2013 D nickel lies not only in its metal value but in its symbolism. It stands for the idea that treasure hides in plain sight, that fortune often rests in the hands of those who dare to look closer. This coin reminds us that greatness is not always old or ancient. Sometimes it's modern, quiet, and waiting to be recognized. Over the years, experts and enthusiasts have continued to study this coin with fascination. Its weight, its metallic balance, and its sharp details have made it one of the most talked-about nickels of the 21st century. Collectors from around the world still hunt for flawless 2013 D pieces, chasing that feeling of holding history, the thrill of uncovering something precious that the world overlooked. One of the most magical things about the 2013 D nickel is that it bridges generations. Grandparents, parents, and children have all touched this coin, passing it unknowingly as change, never realizing it might hold a hidden fortune. Every scratch, every shine tells a story. Of markets, of pockets, of moments. And for the lucky few, that story could end with unimaginable wealth. For collectors, condition is everything. A good condition 2013 D nickel, with its sharp Jefferson profile, clear mint mark, and smooth copper side, is not just a coin, it's a work of art. When preserved properly, it can become a symbol of patience and passion, standing as proof that beauty and value can be found in even the smallest pieces of metal. Some say that coins like the 2013 D nickel carry energy, a kind of destiny encoded in their creation. They pass through countless hands until they find the one meant to reveal their true worth. Perhaps you are that person. Perhaps your coin, sitting quietly in a drawer or jar, is the key to a story waiting to be told, a fortune waiting to unfold. So if you ever find a 2013 D United States nickel with that shining copper side and pristine features, don't rush to spend it. Look closer. Hold it under light and let its story whisper to you. Because sometimes, the smallest treasures can carry the biggest dreams. And who knows, that 5-cent piece in your hand might just be your golden ticket to a new beginning, a symbol of destiny, and proof that miracles can come wrapped in metal.